Even though I talk mostly about the far left and criticize the trans movement, I also feel passionate talking about the segment of the right that doesn't understand or accept transsexuals yet. It's not often, but I do get the occasional "you will always be a woman" comment, so let's dive into it. I was born a physically healthy normal girl, having XX chromosomes, estrogen as the leading gender hormone, and female body parts. But one thing was not perfectly healthy or normal: my brain. A chemical imbalance in my brain started to dominate my life. It was powerful, so powerful that even though I truly wanted to live as a girl like it was intended, I couldn't.
My mind's telling me no.
Putting that into medical terms, I was dealing with a condition called gender dysphoria, and because of that, I started to make some changes in order to alleviate the condition that was causing me so much pain. I legally changed my name, changed my entire hormonal structure in my body. I removed my breasts and my reproductive system. And with those things being done, I'm now pain-free with the condition alleviated. I'm a happy person and I have found my inner peace. What I did not change, however, is my biology. I haven't and I will never claim otherwise. One, because I know reality, but two, I don't need to in order to live a happy, normal life. We now live in a world filled with possibilities. It was possible for me to change my appearance to the degree that people who don't know me, they see me as a normal guy. The people who don't know me can't tell that I have a vagina instead of a penis, can't tell that I have XX chromosomes instead of XYs. I don't need some high-tech solution in the future where you can change your biological sex, because being a biological female living my life as a man, it's me. Me growing up as a girl and eventually growing old as a man, it's my life and it's my story. And I don't wish that I was someone else. The things about my biology that I can't change, it's not something that you all can see. You can't see my chromosomes. And if you're not some hot dude, you're not gonna see my vagina. All you see is a young man. Some conservatives hold the opinion that pronouns are biological based.
Pronouns are designed to differentiate between men and women, and that transgender women are not biological women, and that anything that attempts to overcome that argument is obfuscation rather than clarification.
There are plenty of cases where biological men, they look and sound completely as women, and therefore it wouldn't make sense to call them he, even though it's the biological truth. This is where common sense is lacking. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Pronouns are based in secondary sex characteristics. Therefore, if a person did a great job transitioning physically, you would automatically in your own head give the person the pronouns that they prefer. You know what I mean, I hate using that. My point is, if you're conservative, it's okay to use the pronouns of the gender the person has transitioned to, because most of the time that is common sense, which conservatives claim to follow and always use. Don't worry, you don't become a liberal by doing this. No, but I do see some conservatives who are trying to force themselves into using the wrong pronouns or the biological pronouns of transsexuals, and you can just tell it's forced.
I'm not comfortable using the she pronoun.
And their brain, they want to use the pronouns of the gender the person transitioned to instead of just their biological sex. And I don't think you should fight that. I think that's embarrassing. And actually, if you're trying to use the wrong pronouns and do something unnatural on purpose, you're no better than the far left that you're criticizing, because they also use pronouns that doesn't make sense.
I'm Cody, pronouns em, er, zers, them, zers, or really any neo pronouns that aren't ze, her, hers.
My condition, gender dysphoria, can't thrive in the reality that even though I'm a biological female, everyone around me see me as a man. The choices I made to live my life as a man tricked my gender dysphoria into going away. And that's all I need. That is all I need. Now honestly, what is the big deal of all this? Why have a problem with it? If you're telling me you will always be a woman with the intentions of reminding me of how biology and facts work, it's totally fine. But if you're telling me you will always be a woman because you're mean, you're undermining the hard work I had to do to get rid of pain, unbearable pain. You're an asshole. I don't use transphobic a lot. I don't use all these fancy new words that the community want me to use. We already have plenty of words like asshole. But the key is intentions. What are your intentions? And sometimes your opinions and your intentions, they can differ. An example of this is how the modern LGBT community's opinions are. We need to fight for acceptance in society, but their intentions are to change fundamentally how society looks like. Their intentions behind the "we're loving and tolerant" opinions are to exclude and shame individuals who disagree with them. And remember, my intentions with this video are not to shame conservatives, and most importantly, I'm not trying to look like a victim. I'm not trying to fish for comments like, "You are 100% a real man to me, Marcus. Don't listen to them, the mean transphobe." No, I'm not trying to fish for anything. I simply find it interesting how me fully transitioning makes some people want to remind me of my biology. Like transitioning contradicts the reality that I will always be a biological woman. Because it doesn't. All it does is making me feel good as a human being. My biology is female. I was born that way. I will die that way. So what? I live my everyday life as a man, and I rarely think about my biology. I don't need to. So the Danish word of the day is perfect when it comes to what kind of attitude you want transsexuals to have when it comes to their biology, and that is "so what? Never mind, it doesn't matter." And we have a very short word for this in Danish, pyt. Pyt. Pyt med det, if it's like a sentence. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you liked it, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.